Okay, so our next approach is the physiological approach, and this specialises in understanding why we behave the way we do and reducing it to our biological explanation. So the reason we are who we are is purely because of our biology, our genetics, our brain. Okay, so in the debate side of things, it sits very firmly on the reductionist argument because it reduces us down to one factor. It gives us a strong argument for the nature-nurture, the nature side of the debate, and argues for dispositional rather than situational. And it also is deterministic, that we don't have free will over our behaviour is determined by our biology. Now, the assumptions of the approach are that behaviour and experience can be reduced to the functioning of our physiological system. All that is psychological is first physiological, so the reason we act certain ways, say certain things, is because of physiological capabilities. All behaviour has a genetic basis, so good behaviour, bad behaviour becomes inherited from our family. Now, the strengths of this approach are it's very scientific and produces reliable and valid data, especially internal validity. Because it's a hard science, it provides substantial evidence for the nature side of the nature-nurture debate. And it helps us to understand behaviour which is hard to explain, like dreaming. We know this behaviour goes on functionally, and this offers a way to explain the purpose of dreaming. So the weakness of the approach is that it's reductionist, however, equally that can be seen as a strength. It can't really explain the interaction between the mind and the body, so the body's reaction or the desire for something which logically we know we shouldn't want, and it's oversimplistic. It ignores the influence of the environment. It lacks validity in its measures because it doesn't collect qualitative data, it just collects your quantitative. It's a very expensive approach. It requires MRI scanners and other physiological measures, including drug testing. Only trained researchers are capable of using this, so it's not an overly practical approach in the UK at the moment. More research in the physiological psychology is being done in America. Okay, so that's the physiological approach, and for your exam you need to know the assumptions, the strengths and weaknesses, and then you need an opinion on whether you think this is a good approach to explaining behaviour or a bad approach to explaining behaviour.